Hello LEGO friends, Matt from Brooks here. Today it's time for the December Medieval Realm update. Stay tuned and see what's going on. Hello everybody, welcome back. And in this month's Medieval Realm update, there's not a lot of changes except for one significant thing. And as I pan over to the left here in your field of view, you will see what that is. Up beyond the gates, the windmill, there it is. There is the Guardian Stronghold, rebrickable, which I'm going to make the Black Falcon Fortress. Forgive me that it's sitting on my sorting cutting board thing at the moment. It's just easy to move around that way, and I do expect to pull this back out and do some mock work on it later on, so for the time being I've got it sitting like that. But I wanted to put it in place just to get a look at how it looks in the realm, the space it takes up, just the overall field of vision and everything and how it looks. And I must say, it looks amazing. I have it sitting on a 48 by 48 plate at the moment, and it's basically going to fit. It's going to fit right onto that plate, not counting some other stuff there along the sides and whatnot, the other plates and whatnot. But it should fit more or less right onto it. Now, granted, I will need to build this up, and in fact, as I've been looking at it, I'm thinking, because I've got my one wooden leg right there, I might actually build this up enough to get it above that that lower cross beam on some burnt pieces and all that stuff and some brick to give it some significant height here. I think it should work because we're looking at probably going up to about here. Although I got a couple wires hanging up, but it's not a big deal. But that could give me a lot of flexibility potentially to move it in just a little bit more. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I'm thinking about it. A little bit more flexibility to kind of move it in there a little bit, set it back just a little bit more, and then it can get a better gradient up to it from here, because as of right now, it's going to have either a steep angle going up once I elevate it, or it's going to have some stuff coming around the sides, kind of like the Lion's Night Castle does at the moment. So not sure yet, but that's what it's going to look like in situ. And then behind that, got the Evil Wizard Tower and kind of in the distance right now, which I still have to do a little bit more work in that corner too, obviously. I still have another plate to go here, stuff in the middle. I've got to rework the river and make it look more like an actual river with banks and all that stuff and not just this flat little surface. I've got some more work to do here. Moving along past the peasant village, got the blacksmith. I have more work to do there. More stuff for here, the corner. Obviously the Lion Knight Castle. I've got to do the same kind of situation with that, get it mounted on a plate and all that stuff, and mount it kind of up a bit. I do have some stuff I want to put in here as well. So lots of stuff still to come, but at least it's actually looking like something. There's actually some stuff going on here now. And the other thing I will note that as of this update, in the broader scheme of my physical room and my space itself, I have changed my tables, the lengthwise portion, so I now got more of these legs, like this, instead of sawhorses. You'll see it on this side too. Which gives me more space in the front. So if I look down this way, yeah, I know it's carpet, but it is what it is. I actually have another 16 studs of width all the way across where I can fit stuff in here, which I didn't before, which is fantastic because that means this stuff can get pulled more toward me, and then I can truly do a more central roadway in the middle here, a pathway between the two sides of the realm with a kind of a bridge going over the river, which is something I had been kind of unsure about because I was going to have to use up a lot of very valuable real estate in the middle there to do that, but now I've actually got a little bit more space to accomplish it. So I'm going to probably mod the middle plate there at some point to be a little bit longer. And then this will get pulled more closely towards the camera view here. I might have a little bit more room on the side here as well, next to this other leg. So I'm very excited about where it's going. A little bit more room, lots more still to do. I still have more mocks on the plate. Things I want to build. Recently, on my Christmas morning live stream, I was kind of reminiscing and looking through the Lego ideas books of the 80s and 90s, which had some fantastic castle medieval stuff in there. And I was like, oh, getting all the ideas, which was the intention of that stuff. So I'm probably going to be looking back through those to think about some stuff again too. Thanks to some recent comments on one of my other videos, I have an idea for another small mock I want to build. So lots more still to come in the realm. But now with that castle, that fortress, it's actually looking much more real than it did even just a few weeks ago before I got that built out. So very good, that's where it stands at the moment. Alrighty, and for now, that's kind of where everything stands with the December update. Again, my apologies that there's not a lot of significant change in the overall realm itself, as I spent most of my December live streams in particular working on the Black Falcon Fortress Guardian Stronghold Rebrickable, but I love where it stands. I can now kind of get back into doing some other projects, and I'll leave that to come back to again shortly at some other point. And hopefully come the January update, the end of January 2023, I'll have even more stuff to share with you guys. I am definitely still feeling the vibes of this whole area, this whole theme right now, and I want to keep rolling with it. So I hope you'll continue to join me in that whole process and that journey as I do so. And thank you very much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. As always, if you haven't, be sure to follow me over on Twitch, where I do my weekly live streams at BrooksBricks. Lots of good times over there, and I do appreciate that support. If you haven't, also be sure to subscribe here. Hit that like button, notification bell, all that good stuff. It does help the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you from the realm. Bye-bye!